It is good to know that you have set up everything in Malaysia and are now broadcasting live. Millions are benefiting from these live shows. Please do continue even after Ramadan. There's a similar question. How is the relocation going in Malaysia? Did you reset up the post-production team there? A similar question from Shua from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Dr. Zakir Naik, you are my hero. You don't know how much I was missing you. And finally you came live. I have a lot of questions to ask. First is, how often am I going to see my hero? Please continue this live talks always. There are basically two questions. One is about the setup in Malaysia and second is about my live talks. As far as watching me on the media, I am available 24/7. You know, not on the Peace TV. Peace TV English I come approximately 18% of the time, and Peace TV Urdu maybe 14%, but you can go to the Peace TV app and there you can see all the programs you have missed for the last 1 week. So download the Peace TV app from the Google or from the App Store and you can see. You can go on the YouTube. There are about 2,000 videos of mine uploaded on the channel. You can go on the Facebook. You can watch me 24/7, alhamdulillah. As far as the live sessions are concerned, we never had live sessions on Peace TV except for the lectures and the conferences, which was, you know, on average a few times in a year. But alhamdulillah, in this month of Ramadan, as you may be aware, I am twice a week live. That is 9 times in this month of Ramadan, alhamdulillah. After Ramadan, inshallah, I have decided I will come live on this Peace TV network as well as my social media once a week, every Saturday. Saturday is the most important day for the maximum viewership, and I will try and have the program on the prime time. The prime time in most of the world is from 8:30 to 11 o'clock, more close from 9 to 10:30. And as you know that more than 50% of the viewership, whether it be on the Peace TV, more than 50% on the Facebook, on the YouTube, is from the Indian subcontinent, Bangladesh, Pakistan and India. So when it's prime time there, it will be in Malaysia 11:30. So every Saturday, inshallah, after Ramadan ends, I'll be live having a similar section by the topic, Ask Dr. Zakir. It will start at 11:30, inshallah, Malaysia time. That would be, the GMT would be 3:30. In Bangladesh, it will be 9:30, a prime time. In India, it would be 9 o'clock, again prime time, and Pakistan 8:30, again prime time. But in Malaysia, it would be 11:30, and in Indonesia, where again we have a viewership, would be 8:30. And inshallah, it will be every Saturday. Maybe few times in a year, due to my busy schedule, we may have to avoid the live session. But inshallah, if Allah will continue throughout the year. Every Saturday, GMT 3:30 for 1.5 hours, Ask Dr. Zakir. And this would only contain question answer session. It will not have a talk in the start. It will have a question answer session exclusively, mainly questions asked on comparative religion, question asked by non-Muslims, question asked on science, on other aspects, on logical questions which the non-Muslims attack Islam with, so that the Muslims can continue doing their dawah and propagation. Regarding the second part of the question, that how did I set up in Malaysia and I've relocated and maybe now everything is set up and we have a big team here. Let me tell you that in Malaysia at present, I have only 2 full-time paid employees. As far as this setup is concerned, I am the director, I am the DOP, director of photography, I am the cameraman, I am the light man, I am the setting man. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who is helping me. And lastly, I am also the speaker. How we set up? I asked one of the staff to sit here and I go behind. And believe me, we have got no professional equipment. You'll be shocked to know that this program I'm recording is with my iPhone 11 Max Pro. The only equipment I purchased is the stand for my iPhone, which costs less than $50 and the microphone, which costs less than $25. That's it. There was a time a few years back in 2015 and 16, we had the best equipment of the world. We had 8K cameras, 4K cameras, film cameras. Each camera costing about 250,000 US dollars, more than 1 million ringgit, more than approximately 2 crore Indian rupees and 4 crore Pakistan rupees, one camera. And we had 18 cameras, all of it now is in custody of the NIA of India. They confiscated all the camera, which what is the camera got to do with the allegations against me? But this is how they want to stop the activity, but Allah has His ways. Alhamdulillah, I am recording with an iPhone, with this microphone of less than $25 and the stand of less than 50 US dollars. There is no professional person. Alhamdulillah, Allah has given me the passion for which I am involved in many technical aspects, and I was also involved as the technical head of the Peace TV, Alhamdulillah. And I'm using that knowledge with no professional equipment, with home lighting. You can see that there are no shadows. That's very important. You may have the best camera in the world, but the lighting is poor, it will be atrocious. Here we have an iPhone. And all this, it is home. These plants are from home. This chair is from home. The curtain is home. There is no studio. And while I was doing recording with one of the satellites, they said, MashaAllah, your setting is better than the studio. I don't agree it's better, but it is good, Alhamdulillah. And you cannot compare with the recording of Peace TV. That was par excellence. We had the best equipment in the world. But yet, this recording, Alhamdulillah, is better than most of the recording done for the Islamic programs world over. I have been to many studios of Islamic channels and Islamic organizations. Alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, with all the limitations we have, yet mashallah, it's better than most. It's not the best. And what do? I ask my one staff, I ask him to sit on this chair. I go behind the camera, I do the setting, we do the lighting, and then see how much is the headspace on top. And then, afterwards I come, he only presses the button. So, this is mainly because of the help of Allah and the support of Allah. So, this is just to show you that money is not the requirement for doing dawah. And I always said this in the past, and I also say in my dawah training program, out of the 10 most important things, the least important 10th is money. Allah's help is the most important. And in Bombay, we had the largest private dawah organization in the world, more than 500 full-time paid employees only in Bombay. Outside Bombay, in India, another 100. I was outside India, another many. So total about 650 people. Bombay alone, we had more than 500 employees, and now I have only 2, less than 0.5%. Yet we are continuing our dawah. I have got additional 2 staff on the social media overseas, and maybe 5 staff for the Peace TV network technically uplinking. That's it. And yet we are continuing our dawah. We are reaching, mashallah, tens of millions, and we are increasing by Allah's help. So, main thing required is Allah's help. We started our organization with $100 per month budget. $80, sorry, per month budget. With a $1,000 a year. And in a span of next several years, it became the largest and the biggest private dawah organization, alhamdulillah. So, it's mainly Allah's help. And I believe that the help of Allah is increasing every day. The difficulties are there, but Allah has blessed me so much. As far as my personal life is concerned, it is becoming better every day. It is multiple times better than what was in India. And Allah is helping us multiple times more. And even if we thank Allah billions of times, trillions of times, it will not be sufficient. It's hadha min fazli rabbi. It's only because of the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.